let's talk about the current state of the refs in the Big 12. I'm not talking for just Kansas. I'm not talking for us against Iowa State. I'm talking in general. Do you think that the games have become so competitive and so high-paced and so athletic lately that these refs are just way in over their head? Because that's my opinion. I mean, go turn on a game. Go turn on the big Monday game tonight. It'll probably be a shit show.
In my honest opinion, I think that the Big 12 is a physical league. They need to be allowed to play physical up into the point where it impedes their ability to make a basketball play. If you're two big guys in the Big 12 and you're trying to get post position, you should be allowed to jockey for position. You should be able to, when a guy's trying to back you down, use your forearm, stop him from backing down. If you're driving into the lane and you're going up for a shot and somebody's smacking your arms, obviously, clearly a foul. The one play I think back to is it's K-State, Iowa State. One of the guards on K-State jams the ball and goes to try and make a play on the ball. And the ref, you literally see his face go like this, look off into the crowd as the Iowa State guy bops him in the mouth with an elbow, like stuff like that. I mean, that's so like it happens one every 1,000 calls. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, refs are people too. Like, refs are getting yelled at by fans. Like, you make eye contact with people. Like, it's unfortunate that the guy had to get elbowed right there, but at the same point in time, that play has happened a million times, and there's been fouls called on it before, and there's going to be fouls missed on it again. I think that the Big 12 should be physical. They should let some things go, but at the same point in time, if it's impacting winning and losing, then they have to make sure that they're more locked into it. I hate to be a guy that complains about the refs. I think that's something that Coach Self has taught us that like that's their job. Let him worry about that. We need to go out there and control what we can control. And if the Hawks can go out there and make sure we're defensively rebounding, and if we can go out there and make sure we're not turning the ball over, if we can go out there and make sure we're running people off the line, then we're going to have a better chance to win. We can't sit here and worry about what the refs are doing.
Yeah, and like you look back at the West Virginia game, that steal on Marco that was called a foul. Yeah, hey, that was a very pivotal moment of the game, and it gave us an opportunity to make it a closer one. But let's look at all the plays that we made that we shouldn't have made or that we allowed them to make. There were probably 15 to 20 points out on the floor that we should have made. Obviously, you're not going to be perfect, but it's like that call obviously changed the game in that aspect in that very moment. But everything in the first half of that game, everything in the second half of that game coming up to that moment played a pivotal part in things that we can control.
Chris, do you think coaches out there saying to the guys that practice after we get done at West Virginia, oh, wow, we mean great play, El Marco, like that ref really screwed us? Or is he saying, damn, we have to learn how to defensively rebound and make sure we don't give up 3 offensive rebounds in the last 2 minutes of the game?
2 minutes. Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think he probably told Marco, hey, that was a great play. You didn't foul him there. But that was probably the extent of the conversation about that foul call.
He's going to turn all of his attention right to the defensive rebound.
Right to the defensive rebound. Hey, we got out-rebounded on both ends of the floor. Hey, we let them shoot 57% from 3 on an abysmal 3-point shooting team. We allowed them to get comfortable early in the game. We allowed them to get confidence early in the game. That is something that I think a lot of people don't understand is you're playing those teams that have a lot of talent. There's not one team in the Big 12 that doesn't have top 25 talent. But are they able to put it together in a way that allows them to be top 25? And the answer is no. But, hey, you let them get in the game. You let them hit 2 threes to start. You let them get into their flow offensively. You're not making it hard for them to catch. That allows them to gain confidence. And they remember, hey, yes, I'm still a 4-star recruit that got offers from Kansas and Kansas State when I ended up going to West Virginia. I think it's something about, hey, we aren't putting enough pressure on these bad teams and trying to blow them out of the water early. And we did a good job. I mean, we did it against UCF. We did it against West Virginia. We got on these runs to start the game. And then we got complacent, being like, yeah, they're 6-11 team. We're just going to beat their brakes in after this. But in reality, it's like, no, we got to turn it up. And then when it's a 30-point game going into halftime, and these guys' heads are hung and they're walking the locker room like, damn, this game's already over, then you maybe call off the dogs a little bit and just still have that energy. I think it has a lot to do with just setting the tone early, letting these dudes know that, hey, you can't play with us, and we're not even going to let you think for any part of this 40 minutes that you're going to be allowed to play with the Kansas Jayhawks.